Hey guys, how you doing? Ron Raymond here from the Raymond Report with your free NBA previews and prediction for Saturday. It is January 14th. Hope you're having yourself a good start to your Super Saturday. As always, don't forget, subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right-hand corner or hit the subscribe button below this video if you're using a mobile device. Today's podcast is brought to you by your good friends right here at atsstats.com. All right, let's kick it off in the NBA. We're going to go to the Sports Betting Index, the SBI charts, and this is where we check out what the action was last night. And you can see the favorites winning 7 of the games straight up, only the underdogs winning 2 of the games. And against the point spread, it was 4-5-0 favoring the underdogs, and the over-under 4-4-1. So looking at the 7-day average, 69.9% of the favorites winning in the NBA the last 7 days, 30.1% for the underdogs. And when it comes to the over-under, neutral markets, 53.6% of the dogs have covered this week. 55.3% of the games have gone over the total the last 7 days. All right, let's take a look at your NBA action here today. We got 6 games on deck here today, and we're going to kick it off with the Milwaukee Bucks traveling to the Miami Heat. This is probably your game of the night, and the Heat coming off that 108-102 win over the Bucks. So another back-to-back game situation. We're seeing a lot more of this year, of teams staying in the same city for 2 nights with 1 day's rest in between, just like the case is here tonight. Miami, a 1.5 point favorite. The over-under is at 216.5. ATS forecast system play going to go with the Heat by 107-106. The over-under at 214.24. So we do like this game to stay under the total. We're giving the Miami Heat a 53.1% chance of winning compared to 46.1% for the Milwaukee Bucks. Boston Celtics off that big win over the Brooklyn Nets a couple nights ago in Brooklyn. 109-98 was the final. Charlotte losing to Toronto by 10, 124-114. Tonight, they are a 7.5 point home underdog. The over-under is listed at 232. ATS forecast system play going to go with the Boston Celtics in this one. 124-112. The over-under at 236.4. Charlotte coming in on a 3-game losing streak, while the Boston Celtics, well, they're having a great year at 31-12. They are now on a 5-game win streak, and they covered the spread in their last 2 games. John Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies will be in Indiana tonight facing the Pacers as a 8.5 point road favorite. The over-under is at 235.5. ATS forecast system play going to go with Memphis in this one. 123-119. The over-under at 242.9. So we do like this game to go over the total. Looking at the Memphis Grizzlies, they are now 8-2 in their last 10 games. In fact, they're on an 8-game win streak, but believe it or not, they haven't covered the spread in their last 3, while the Pacers off a 113-111 loss to the Hawks, so they lost by 2, and they are now riding a 2-game losing streak. Your Kogo on tonight's game is at 44%. Again, Kogo stands for chance of game going over the total. Toronto Raptors will host the Atlanta Hawks tonight at the Scotiabank Arena. They are a 6.5 point home favorite. The over-under is at 233. ATS forecast system play going to go with the Raps in this one. 119-114. The over-under at 233.7. So we do like this game to go a hair over the total. We're going to give the Toronto Raptors, who are now on a 3-game straight up and ATS win streak, a 53.3% chance of winning on the Cal. Cal stands for chance of winning the game straight up. For the Atlanta Hawks, they're at a low 34.3%, and their last 3 games have gone under the total. Cleveland Cavaliers taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Now, the T-Wolves in their last game, a 121-116, and I believe that was last night, so a back-to-back game here for Minnie, taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers, who are off a win over the Portland Trailblazers 2 nights ago. That was 119-113, the final there. Cavaliers' last 2 games have gone over the total. Same thing for the Minnesota Timberwolves. However, the T-Wolves have not covered the spread in their last 2 games, and we had them last night on the straight-up factor here at the Raymond Report, and hopefully you guys were able to cash in on that. And speaking of that, you can get a membership each and every day right here at atsstats.com. It's only $4.99, and you do get our free picks each and every day inside the members area. All right, we do got the Cavaliers winning this one, 114-109, the over-under at 223.89. Philadelphia in Utah tonight take on the Jazz as a 5-point road favorite. The over-under is at 235. ATS forecast system play going to go with Philly by 115-114. The over-under at 230.2. So we do like it to stay under the total. Looking at the Jazz last 2 games, they have been a couple of W's right there. And looking at their last game, a 112-108 win over the Magic, while Philly losing a big one there. That's not even close. That's 133-114 against the Oklahoma City Thunder. And let's see how the Sixers bounce back after that one. And 9 out of the last 10 games for Philadelphia have gone over the total. My line on tonight's game, I had Philly at minus 3.3, so a little bit overvalued tonight at minus 5. And another good game here tonight in Portland. You got the Trailblazers hosting the Dallas Mavericks. Surprisingly enough, Portland is the favorite in this one, -1.5. 226.5 is the total, and we are going to lean in a slight margin of victory for Portland. 113.9, 113.03 for Dallas, and the over-under at 227. So we do like it to go a hair over the total, and look how tight those numbers are today at the Raymond Report, according to the bookmaker. And like my good friend Ross Benjamin says all the time, you got to think like a bookmaker. And this is an interesting line. Portland on a 5-game losing streak, straight up and against the point spread, are a 1.5 point home favorite. So I'm gonna have to check the injury report for Dallas, make sure Luka's in the lineup, because anytime you see a line that looks like a little smelly or a little trappy, if that's a word, trappy. But you got to figure out that maybe there's something in the lineup, right? All right, let's go to your stats and trends of the day, and I got a good one here on the Miami Heat. They are 17-1 as a home team, coming off a 2-game win streak the last 4 years, and folks, that's good for 94.4%. And you can get the Raymond Report each and every day, the 80% Club stats, by going to the dashboard, go to your 80% Club stats, and here's another good one on the Raptors. And you know what? Atlanta seems to always struggle in Toronto, and when the Raptors are a home team coming off a 3-game win streak the last 6 years, well, they win 94.4% of their games by going 17-1 straight up. And that, my friends, is what you get here at the Raymond Report. And always remember, trends are your friends, but they don't pay the rent. All right, let's take a look at your top #1 sports betting option tonight. And it is the Dallas Mavericks at +1.5 against that Portland Trailblazers team I'll tell you about. This game smells a little fishy to me, so I'm probably going to pass on that. Neutral 4 days, and against those C-type teams, they're normally 69% chance of, they have won 6. There's no chance there. They do win 69% of their games against teams below 500. Last 2 games I've gone under for Dallas. They're 8-13 on the road, so maybe that's why they're not road warriors. They're look at their home number, 16-6, but not very good on the road. And even though they're coming off a overtime win over the Lakers, I had the line at +4.5 and giving them a 45% chance of winning here tonight against Dallas and against Portland. And speaking of Portland, I do have a nice system play. Now, each and every day I show you guys the Raymond Report Lite version, and I try to get you guys one of the best system trends that I can get you each and every day. Now, again, because I do these reports, I'm giving you guys a lot of stats and a lot of information. Keep in mind, anytime I give you these type of trends and situational handicapping spots, and I give you the forecast, a lot of these are indicators, right? And I always say, and I've been doing this for 27 years, the more indicators you can string along, the more confidence you have in that play, right? And sometimes when you do these type of shows, it's like going to court. You're trying to make a case for either either cases, right? So I gave you a lot of cases for Dallas, but here's one for Portland, and it's a system trend, which is pretty good. Anytime you got an NBA team like Portland, who's a home favorite during the month of January, before a non-division game against a conference opponent, the last game went over, and they're coming off a 2-game homestand. Well, they're 25-5 straight up in their next game, but only 12-16-2 against the point spread. So if you like Portland tonight, 25-5 straight up, which is pretty good in my books. All right, there you have it. That is the Raymond Report for a Super Saturday. Hey, a lot of NFL action this weekend. Don't forget, check out, I do have a top play going this weekend, my upset special, and you can get that by visiting our website right here at atsstats.com. Good luck.